All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. I'm really excited to have Vicki and Aubri joining us today, and I'll let them both tell you. Can you hear me, Vicki? Okay. I'm really excited to have them both joining me. Aubri lives here locally, and she and I have become friends. And Vicki is her upline that lives in Texas, and Vicki comes out and visits us a lot and does a lot of stuff, and I get to see them in events and everything. And I think some of you even ran into them. We were at Leaders Retreat, so you might have actually met them before. But I'm going to let them tell a little bit about their business, like starting Plexus, how this all happened, maybe a little bit, and then I know they've got a special treat for us too. They've been working on. So I'll let you guys take it away.
Okay, well, I'll start. So I joined Plexus in September of 2014. I was actually looking for energy. So I was not on Facebook, but I stalked people through my husband's account. And he had a friend that was posting about Plexus and the energy she was getting from it. I'd never heard of Plexus. I'd never tried this pink drink called Slim. Reached out to her, got some information. I joined as an ambassador, wanted the cheapest price, didn't know what I was going to do business-wise. I just wanted to try it. Loved it. Felt amazing. I had a newborn baby at the time, and so people were like, aren't you tired? And I was like, no. And here I am on Facebook because I had to join Facebook, right? People were like, oh, if you're going to do the business, you have to join Facebook. So I did. And posting about energy, and people were just coming to me going, okay, what's this energy that you speak of? So I grew my business initially just focused on energy because that's what I was interested in and what was working for me. I went Emerald in April of this year, and it has been like crazy and fun and exciting all at the same time. And so super excited to be here tonight with you guys. I've met Stacy, like she said, my nephew plays basketball for UNC. Justin Jackson, number 44, is my nephew. So I come to Raleigh to see his basketball games. And I posted on Facebook I was coming to Raleigh, and Aubri was like, what? I live here. Mm-hmm. And she and I had gone to church together for like 6 years when we both lived in Houston. So we kind of reconnected, and then she joined my team in January of 2015, and her story is kind of funny of how she ended up joining. So I'll let her tell her story, and then I'll be back.
Oh, wait. Okay, there you go, Aubri. Sorry, I had you muted.
No problem. Okay, yeah, so my story's a little different because my husband was the one that saw Vicki's post and wanted to try the product because he's down for anything that saves him, that lets him eat whatever he wants and lose weight, which he thought that's what it was. And I told him that it was a bunch of crap and he should go eat an apple and have some self-control, that we didn't need this stuff. And I've always been pretty anti-network marketing because I'm a CPA, and I thought that I was too good for network marketing. And so luckily God had other plans for me, and I love network marketing. But what happened was Vicki added me to all these groups when we joined, because we joined for the wholesale price. He finally convinced me to try it, well, to let him try it. We joined for the wholesale price like everybody, and Vicki added us to all these groups. And I started reading all these stories because I didn't know all these things about the pink drink. I didn't care. I thought it was a cult or something. I didn't know what it was, but I thought it was dumb. And so I started reading these stories, and I thought, you know what? Yeah, maybe there's something to it. I still don't think it'll do anything. And finally, I decided to try it with him. And the first week, I lost probably 6 pounds, and I stopped having headaches. I had a headache every day, pretty much. You know, a lot of people say use the excuse that women complain. I have a headache. Well, I did every day since I was 16. Doctors tried drugs. They tried MRIs. They tried who knows what, and nothing. Apparently, it was blood sugar because I don't have headaches anymore. I don't have trouble sleeping anymore. I sleep better now than I did. My friend Kaylee says we sleep like husbands. I sleep awesome. I don't crash. I haven't had Diet Coke in 2 years, basically, and I was drinking about, 4, 5, 6 a day. I know a few of you can probably relate. And so I used to be constipated. I didn't realize you were supposed to poop like every day. So I really like poop emojis now because, anyway, so pretty much tons of health things have really made a difference in my life. And the business has given me a dream job that I never even knew existed because I've always been interested in ministry. I've always helped my husband. He's a youth minister. But this is probably the best ministry I've ever done. I get to help people find their skills and their talents and help them become better versions of themselves. So I love it. And training is my fave. I'm done. Talking quickly is not great for me. Small thought, not good.
All right. So you know what, guys, what we have, you probably have seen, and you may even be participating in, like the 12 days of Plexus. So we prepared for y'all like the 12 excuses that you may hear or that you may be giving, okay, on your Plexus business. So here we go. And we're going to alternate back and forth because that's how we roll. So number one excuse, I don't have enough time and therefore can't get on the team call. Oh, look, my 2-year-old. I can't go to events because I work. I have family. I have kids' activities. I have my favorite TV show. All right. So, guys, the whole I don't have enough time. If you have kids, you've probably seen or heard your teacher, their teacher will say to you, don't come to school and tell me the dog ate your homework. Okay, the I don't have enough time is the adult version of my dog ate my homework. So if you want it, you will carve out time. I have 5 kids. The oldest one is 12. The youngest one is 2, and he is not wanting to go to bed tonight. So there is time. You have to figure out what you're willing to sacrifice. You have to figure out the little 10, 15 minutes of time that you can work this business, but you have time. All
right, number 2. All my customers or all my ambassadors quit. Well, that's a tough one. I don't know if any of you guys have experienced that, but I can tell you that most of my customers that I had in the beginning, I don't have anymore. But you know what I do if my customers quit? I go out and find new customers. Amy Paul is one of my heroes. And we were going through some issues in the summer, and a lot of people were struggling, and we were like, what is going on with sales? Why can't we sign people? Why is it such a slow season? And she was posting, and you know what she was saying? She was saying, quit complaining, go out there, do your IPAs, talk to people, reach out to people. You will find people. So you know what? It sucks if all your customers, ambassadors quit. So complain for a minute, give yourself a second to complain about it, and then move on and go find new ones, because that is what this is all about.
Awesome. The third one, my friends don't have any money or influence. All right, well, here's the deal. And Aubri didn't share this, but initially, when Jeremy wanted to join, she kept saying, we don't have the money to do this. And she actually went back and tracked via her little Walmart shopping savings catcher app how much money they spent on sodas and energy drinks and junk. And once she did that, number one, she was appalled. But
Just liquids.
Yeah. Number 2, she said, okay, if we stop this for a month, we have the money to join Plexus and to try it. And so, maybe you have your friend track their expenses of what they spent last month on junk, okay? And if your friends don't have any influence, go find new friends. And that may sound tough, and you may go, well, how do I do that? Guys, go join Facebook groups. Go join groups in your city. Go join something that you can go make new friends and build relationship, and you'll actually be around people who are more of an influence than maybe what your current circle is.
Is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. Number 4, I don't have enough friends to do this business. Oh, I love this one. When we're on welcome calls, we'll tell people to make their 100 list, and they say, oh, I don't have 100 friends. Oh, yes, you do. I've already checked out your Facebook page, and you have 452. So tell me how you don't have 100 friends to talk to. So definitely, on my Facebook list, they're either on Plexus, they've told me that they'll put a hit out on me if I mention it again, or they're on my list. Pretty much. So, but not even to mention that, when we were at Leaders Retreat, Amy Paul talked about, she's just on my brain today. I promise I'll come up with somebody else. Amy Paul talked about that when she first started, she had like under 200 friends on Facebook. She was of the mind of, if you don't know me personally, you don't really need to see my business. Well, she had to work through that, and she had to add a lot of Facebook friends so that she could grow her business. But even, so most of us have more friends than we realize. And this is not talking about somebody that you talk to every day, that you have this close relationship with. These are people that you have a connection with. You have friends. You have a Franks list. Look at the Franks list. If you don't know how many friends, if you don't think you have enough friends, look at a Franks list and start making more friends. You have an opportunity every day. I'm sure you go somewhere. Most of you don't sit in your house all day long. You have opportunities to make new friends. So be friendly, meet people, build relationships. This is relationship marketing. It is friend working. It's networking. It's friend working. So go meet more people. You can always make more friends. And the last thing I'm going to say about that is that Eric Worre, maybe, some of the top professionals say that most of their leaders on their network marketing teams were not people they knew when they got started in the industry. It's people they met when they were seeking out good relationships with people of influence and value.
Awesome. All right, number 5. It's my team's fault that I'm not being promoted. I don't have a runner. They don't do IPA. They don't participate in the team page, and they won't come to meetings. Maybe they're not on this call tonight. Well, you know what, guys? Here's the deal. If you're not growing, whose fault is it? It's that whole adage of when I point my finger at somebody, how many fingers do I have pointing back? 3. So it's my fault if I'm not growing. Are you doing IPA yourself? Are you truly out there doing income producing activities and sending messages and building relationships? Are you participating in the team calls? I mean, Stacy put us in her team page, and oh my goodness, you guys have so many resources available to you. It's like, jelly, okay? We're kind of jealous. I'll just say it. You all have so many resources available. Are you participating? Are you going to as many events as you can? I'm not saying you have to go to all of them because that's not realistic, but can you get to as many as you can? And then here's the last thing, guys. And I made this mistake when I first started. You can't want it for somebody. They have to want it themselves. So if Stacy doesn't want this business, no matter how hard I want Stacy to want this business, if she doesn't want it, and does she gonna say I don't want it? No, she's gonna tell you she wants it because she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. But she's not gonna be on the team call. She's not coming to events. She doesn't participate in things. That's her secretly telling you she really doesn't want it and she doesn't want to hurt your feelings. Then go spend your time and effort someplace else. Check in with Stacy once a month, but go spend your time and effort someplace else. But don't blame anybody else if your team's not growing. Look at yourself and step up. As an Emerald Ambassador, I try to add 3 people to my team every single month because I want to lead by example. Now, some months I only add 2. Some months I add 1. Every once in a while I have a goose egg and I feel really bad. But lead by example, and you'll see those that really want it. But keep pushing. If you don't have a runner, it means you haven't found the right person. Melissa Eichenhorst has an amazing video out there.
I'm going to talk about that one.
Okay, then I'll stop. Oh, are you going to talk about it?
I am.
Okay, your turn.
The penny or the 76?
The 76.
Yeah, I am. So stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
Okay. Number 6, I follow up and no one responds. I am positive because Stacy's an amazing leader that she has talked about this, but you cannot hear this enough. Follow up is the key to success. And follow-up does not mean that you have followed up once or twice. Industry statistics show that you have to follow up 5 to 12 times before somebody's going to want to buy something from you. And guess what? You know what? We're in the best business in the world, but it's still one of the hardest to get people to purchase because we're dealing with health and wellness supplements and not cute little bags and not cute little nails and not cute, not simple. Those things are easy. Those things are easy to sell, okay? They are not hard to sell. There is no emotional attachment required to sell that. To sell health and wellness supplements, that gets to a person's core. That's something that you're messing in their business. You're not messing in my business if you want to sell me a handbag, okay? but you're messing in my business if you want to sell me health and wellness supplements. So I'm putting up a wall. First of all, you're not a doctor, so I'm not going to listen to you because my doctor knows everything. Oh, my goodness. We know how true and untrue that is. But it's a lot harder. So you know what? If most people that come to me and say, well, I've been following up and nobody's interested, I make them sit down and think about how many times they've really followed up. And it's not enough. It's really not. I found that out myself. I was telling Vicki once, long time ago, I was like, I'm doing everything I should. I don't know why I'm not getting new customers and ambassadors. And then I looked at how many times I was really following up. Not enough. So remember that you have to keep following up. Now, it doesn't have to be always about Plexus. My favorite approach is to follow up, and it doesn't have anything to do with Plexus because they sure know that I represent Plexus. And it's not like they don't realize that Aubri, Plexus, oh, darn it, I forgot to respond to Aubri, So keep following up. Don't give up. Never give up. Never give up.
All right, number 7. I post and no one likes and no one comments on my posts, so no one must be interested in Plexus. How many of us have that? Or we've experienced that, right? I mean, I'm a little over 2 years in, and I'll still post something Plexus, and I have nothing. Here's the deal, guys. People are watching you, so don't use it as an excuse. Keep going. And your new kids, they get very discouraged very easily when nobody likes or comments on their stuff. But keep going. People are watching you. And I'll use a great example from last month. I had 9 people either join my team as an ambassador or customer last month. Join me, okay? Join me. Personally. 8 of them, I didn't send a single message to. They came to me, but they had never liked or commented on a single Plexus post, guys. So were they watching me? Yes. If I had quit posting, I wouldn't have them, okay? So people are watching you, and when they're ready, when something in their life has changed and they're ready to come to you, they will come. But posting is your I'm open for business. And if you quit posting, then you're telling your friends that you don't do Plexus anymore. So keep being open for business and keep posting even though people don't like and comment.
Awesome. And I forgot to mention number 76. So anyway, on the follow-up, unless you have gone long enough that you have signed your 76th person, then I don't want to hear that you don't have enough people interested and that you can't do this business. Melissa Eichenhorst's video talks about that she did not find her runner until number 76. If she had given up before, I don't know why I'm... Okay, sorry, I'm hearing myself like 3 times. But anyway, if she's given up on number 75, she would never found her runner. So you keep following up and keep going until you find that person. Now, my next thing was, am I echoing everybody else?
This sounds a little off, but we can hear you.
Okay, all right. I'm afraid to talk to people because I don't want to bug them. Basically, my approach to that is that you know how amazing these products are. So if you don't tell people, you are doing them a disservice by not telling them. My favorite example is that I had a terrible pregnancy both times. And I'm from Arkansas, where Heidi Spears went to college. And my whole hometown knows about Plexus, and nobody thought to tell me about how much it could help my terrible pregnancy. And I'm not really happy about that. They should have told me. And you know what? If you have this amazing gift, you're not bugging them. You're hurting them if you don't tell them. That's how I feel. The other thing is, I'm afraid to talk to people because I don't know enough about the products. Well, you know what? That doesn't matter. Basically, if you know your website, and you know your upline's name, then you know enough to talk to people about Plexus, because until you know enough about Plexus and the products, your upline can help you. So I tell new people, you don't have to know anything except your website. And actually, if you forget that, I can figure that out for you too. So basically, you just have to know how to talk to people and engage them and connect them to us, and we will help you. And you listen to what we say, you listen to what Stacy says, you listen to what Michelle says until you can say what they say and you can answer. So basically you earn while you learn.
Awesome. All right, number 9. The back office issues are just too challenging. Yeah. All right. Well, here's the deal. So you can have a moment and you can, when the credit cards keep declining, you're trying to sign a new customer, an ambassador, and it won't take their social security number, it won't take their credit card, it doesn't like their address. I mean, you name it, okay? It's the end of the month, you're trying to promote, and look at all these orders that didn't go through, but they always go through, guys. Okay, so first, we have a new back office coming. What that timeline looks like, we don't know. It could be 60 days, 90 days. Guys, it could be 6 months, okay? But we've got one coming. We just have to continue to work through what we have. Do we control it? No. So don't let it control you. Is it frustrating? Yeah, it's frustrating. Call Stacy and just go, and then be done, okay? It is frustrating. Aubri and I do that often. But we don't let our team see it, okay? Is it frustrating? Yeah. But don't let that control you. You have to move on because you control what you control. And that's talking to people, recruiting people, sharing Plexus. And then when you're trying to sign them up, or as a customer, as an ambassador, if there's an issue, get your upline involved, get customer service involved. We can help with that. But don't let that back office control you. Because if you let it control you, it will stagnate your business.
Every second you're focused on that is a second you are not focused on something you could be doing. Okay, my market is saturated. Some of you in Holly Springs might start to feel like that too. Everybody I know already knows about Plexus. Well, let me tell you 2 really fast stories. I was on an airplane. The steward was from McKinney, Texas. I asked him if he'd heard of Plexus. He said no. Also, my cousin lives in McKinney, Plexus, Texas, and she's not a Plexus ambassador. She moved there from Boston, and she knows a ton of people that are interested or that do Plexus, but she's not interested, so she's still on my list. There's no hits out on me yet. And one other quick story. Amy Paul went walking around downtown McKinney and signed an ambassador. If McKinney, Texas is not saturated, then nowhere is saturated.
And for those of you who don't know what McKinney, Texas, what the big deal, that's where Celeste Gwynn lives. That's where kids are in school, McKinney Christian. And I mean, she's got 200.
There's like what, like 10 jewels?
You're in her downline.
There's a ton of jewels in McKinney, Texas. Yeah. Like everywhere you turn, there's a Plexus Lexus.
Yes. All right, number 11. I'm too old to do this, or I'm too young to do this. All right, guys, here's the deal. Darlene Cornelius, who we love, 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 love. She is the oldest jewel out there, and she just turned, I think, 69. I was going to look it up. I don't remember if it was 68 or 69. So no one is too old to do this. My father-in-law is 85, and he does this. So no one's too old. And then too young, you know, Jordan Reynolds, she's an emerald and she's 22. She dropped out of college. I would not advise that, but, you know, to do Plexus full time. Amber Miller is like the youngest diamond. Emily Roberts, a young diamond. So no one is ever too young or too old. It's what you got up here, okay? What's your mindset up here? But don't ever think you're too young or too old. You are just right. God brought you here right now for a reason. You are just right.
Amen. And the last one that we're going to do is the products aren't working for me and or my customers. I don't have a big story. I don't have a good story. The products just aren't working for me. And you know what? I have a really simple answer to that. But what's more interesting, I think, is that I struggled with that for a long time. I had some people with some crazy results and some crazy issues, and I really doubted the products, and I really doubted the company because I started out from a big place of doubt. I knew they had helped me, but then I saw that, you know, all these people weren't having the success I was, and I really doubted. But what it came down to after about 10 months, it finally clicked in my head. Somebody said, well, if the products are helping all these people and they're not helping you, is the problem with the products or is it with you? Well, what I learned is that typically it is a problem with the person and how they're taking the products. We have incredible products. The ingredients that we put together in our products are amazing. And the combination creates unique, amazing products that can change lives. But if you don't take them correctly, if you don't take them consistently, if you don't drink your water, if you don't tell us that you're on random medications, that you don't talk about, if you don't do the things that we tell you to do, then you're not going to see the results that you want. If you take the Slim and then eat donuts every morning after you take the Slim, it's probably not going to help you. That's not a problem with the Slim. That's a problem with the person. And so you really need to think about it. There's plenty of evidence. There's evidence. There's more evidence than you could ever want. So if you're worried that the products aren't working for you or your customers, if you're letting that get to you, then you really need to spend some more time reading testimonies, going to events where you're going to hear people give testimonies. That's what built my belief. It's the events that I went to. I heard the stories. I saw the people. I saw the tears. Go to an event where Diane is speaking. You will believe in the products when you see her fight not to cry, and she cries every time. But it's powerful. You guys have incredible stories on your team. Listen to those stories and believe. And don't let somebody's results sway you, because they're most likely doing something wrong. You just have to find it.
So Stacy, that's what we had for you guys tonight. Those are our 12 excuses that we don't want. No excuses.
Well, thank you both so much. I took a bunch of notes, and just hearing you guys, it's just so refreshing and powerful just to hear it from somebody else. And I just love you both. And I really, really appreciate you taking time out, because you always excite me. Like Aubri and I were on our way back from Vegas, from convention, and we're both senior rubies. She's like, all right, what's your plan? What are we going to do? How are we going to do it? We've got 1 month. We're going to do it. Like, but she's just, I love having, your belief in me and your belief in the products, and just hearing it from, just having Five-Line friends. Really, really nice.
It's the best. And you know what? Here's what I'll leave you with. I'm not going to sit here and say that out of those 12 excuses, you're not going to hear one of them from me at some point in time. All right? We're all human. We all go through. We try to stay off that emotional roller coaster of this business, but, we roller coaster. But when you have it, hopefully you've got a power partner. Aubri's my power partner. We've done things together since like January 1 when she joined me almost 2 years ago. Hopefully you have someone that you can go chat with, have a moment, and then let it go, guys, and go back to what you're doing. Because what if it takes you 2 years, 5 years, 7 years to get to the level that you want to be? Maybe you want to be emerald. Maybe you want to be diamond. Maybe you just want to be ruby. Maybe you just want to be gold. I mean, the money that gold, senior gold, that those levels make, it's life-changing. So, guys, you're going to have these excuses pop up. Work through them quickly, and then get back on track, because it's real. The opportunity is real.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Aubri, I know you guys have an event to get to.
Yep, we're going to go do a Facebook event for 1,000 people.
Good luck. All right, see you guys soon. Bye. Bye.
Bye.
All right, everyone else, thank you guys for being on. I'm going to share this recording, and I think Vicki and Aubri are just amazing. And if they're ever here too, like when we are here locally, Aubri does an amazing job talking about it, and Vicki is just phenomenal with the products. So you got to go friend them. They're great people to keep an eye on. And I'm going to leave you with that, because tomorrow morning's Monday video update. So I'll just go ahead and give the rest of the reminders there. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you Tuesday on the Jewels Call. Thanks, guys.